Let's talk about it. Let the world know what's going on in your life that matters to you. What's going on in your life right now that matters to you? Talk to me. What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. How is everybody doing out there? Just waking up or been woke? How you feeling? What's going on in your world? What's going on in your world is something that you would probably want to change. Let's talk about it. I'm listening. Let the world know. Let's talk about something that matters to you. I'm listening. I also have the phone lines open. If you want to call in and just need an ear, let's talk about it. I'm listening. Let the world know. Wherever you checking in from, no matter what country, no matter what city and what state you from, let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let's talk about something that matters to you. Something that you're interested in. You know enough already. Them other folks, they ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about nothing. Like Kendrick Lamar said, what they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. Trump this, Biden this, Russia this, Ukraine this, Israel this. What they talking about? Enough already. What matters to you? What's your thoughts? I'm listening. I'm listening, world. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Every time you turn around, you're seeing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But do it really matters to you? Is it just being blown up in your face? Is it just being blown up in your face because it's out there? Because it's out there. So you see so much of it. You see so much of the propaganda. You see so much of it. Do it really matter to you? Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let's talk about it. What matters to you, though? We can talk all day about other folks and what's going on in their life and their interests and making their interests your interests. They ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about nothing. What matters to you? That's the question. What matters to you? Do you even really know what matters to you nowadays? I'm going to say that again. Do you even really know what matters to you now in these days? Do you really know? Probably not. Probably not. You probably don't know. You've been so bombarded with the latest news. Trump, Elon Musk, Biden. What they got going on in Israel. What they got going on in Russia. What they doing in Ukraine. They throw it in your face so much that this what matters to you now. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let's talk about something that matters to you. What has happened good for you this past week? What you got planned this weekend? What you doing this weekend? Anything special? Anything with your loved ones? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm listening. Let the world know. That's all. That's all. Somebody here, let's talk about it. What matters to you? What's your thoughts? What you got planned? What trip you want to take? What you and your girls, what you and your homeboys got going on? Let's talk about it. I'm right here. I'm here. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? What's going on, Ruben Powell? What's going on, Ruben Powell? Ruben Powell, he checking in from Wales. Okay, you love your culture. That's what's up, Ruben. Tell me about your culture. What kind of culture did you grow up in? Let's talk about it, Ruben. I love my culture, and I can respect that. You know, honestly, Ruben, our culture, the way we grew up, what we were taught, that's the only thing that makes me and Ruben different. That's the only thing that makes Ruben and I different is the culture. He said it, and he loves his culture. His culture is what makes him. Let's talk about it, Ruben. Okay, that's what's up. A coal mining family. That must have been interesting. You know, especially, you know, in school, you hear so much about coal mining and how it shaped the world. What's some stories that your family told you about coal mining? What are some of the stories? That's interesting. I would like to know. That must have been cool growing up in that family. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let the world know, Ruben. Let the world know. Because that matters to you. That matters to you. And it should matter to everybody. That's Ruben's story. It's your story. Really? So how was that? Wow. How was that, Ruben? Like visiting the coal mines. Like, how was that? Let me pull up a video. What coal mines were they? Like, what country was it in? I want to see if I can pull up a video of the coal mines. Let's talk about it, Ruben. We got Ruben right now. Grew up in a family coal mining, and he about to tell us a little bit about some of the stories, some of the coal mines he's seen. Let's talk about it. And I want to know your thoughts too. I want to know your thoughts out there. Those that's watching, those that's listening, let's talk about what matters to you. It's enough already. We had enough of the forced politics. We had enough of the forced media. Let's talk about it over here. Ruben, my dad used to come back and talk to me about coal mining sites. It was very interesting. You would see people sitting, talking, laughing, working, and it was in Wales. Wow. I'm going to pull up some of the Wales coal mines, Ruben, if you don't mind. I want to pull up some Wales coal mines, if that's okay, Ruben. Like, I want to know. This may be where your dad was at. I don't know. I want to know. That has to be like real interesting to a young man growing up hearing these stories. Like, literally. I would have loved to have been there and saw a lot of that. I'm guessing it was in South Wales. Was it in South Wales, Ruben? That's cool, man. Like, for real, that's cool. Here goes some, these are whales here, and like they're caves in South Wales, Ruben. Would that be correct? Here go a video here, Ruben. This is a video in South Wales. That's a cave. Like, you see that? Look, those are caves in South Wales, like a mining cave. You see that, Ruben? Yeah, that's a mining cave, man. These probably some of the places that your dad helped tunnel or something like that. I don't know. That's crazy, though. I would be scared to be done. I would be terrified. Thinking it may fall, it may cave in, but me, I'm an explorer, Ruben. So I probably would still go down there. All right. That's one of the caves in South Wales. I don't know if that's the spot where Ruben, dad was mining at, but Ruben knows. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let the world know what's going on. Let's talk about it. We done had enough of the forced politics, the forced media, flushing it down our throat, making us consume all of everybody else's problems, and now it's making us worry as people, as the nation, putting the nation in an uproar. All of these treason stories and craziness, madness, and these power pursuers, as I would call them, power pursuers, dreams and visions of controlling the world. Okay. Oh, so it was in South Wales, Ruben. It was in South Wales. So this is one of the caves. They have a lot of stories on the caves, the oil, I don't know if they were oil, but the mines, the coal mines in South Wales. They have a lot of stories on that. Videos on YouTube. That's what I put in, the caves in South Wales. And where did you move to? Wolverhampton? Okay. And where's Wolverhampton, Ruben? Where's Wolverhampton? Wolverhampton. Okay. Where is that? Is that in Wales as well? Here's a
from these 2 coal tips. It says it will use some of the profits from the coal to remediate the coal tips afterward. With over 300 coal tips in South Wales, this could open a new frontier of coal mining in South Wales.
England. Cool.
A local campaign has sprung up against it, opposing the climate change and the local impacts of the project. Support the local campaign and find out more from our website.
This is another field that they were looking to coal mine in Wales. That's interesting. So how is it literally after being raised in a mining family in Wales, going now to England? How is that? How is the weather in England? I heard the weather is pretty crazy. It's bipolar. Somebody told me the weather in England is bipolar. What's your thoughts out there, world? Right now, I'm just sitting here talking to Ruben, and We just conversing, y'all, about something different, something that matters to you, something that really matters to you. What's your thoughts? What's on your mind? What makes you and I different? What makes us different? What makes us different? What makes you and I different? Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let me know. Let the world know. Let's talk about it. Ruben over here telling me about his life, and I'm finding it interesting because whoever would have thought I would have had visions or dreams or able to just go back in the days and wonder about coal mines. I'm a wanderer. Do I have any wanderers out there that's listening right now? Do I have any wanderers? People that wonders about just different things, what life would have been or what was it like back then? What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let me see. I got my guy Ruben over here. Ruben said, it was a great journey, but I didn't have any friends in England. And yeah, the weather is bipolar. I heard that, Ruben. I heard the weather was bipolar over in England. Wow. So what it's like now? Are you still in England? What is it like now in England? What's the politics like? What do you do out there? Like, what's your career? What do you do? What do you do that make you happy? What are you doing these days, Ruben, that makes you happy, that makes you feel fulfilled? What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let me know. I'm listening. I'm here. Right now we got Ruben Powell in the building. We got Ruben Powell up in here. A gentleman, I'm assuming, a gentleman. He was telling us that about his journey now to England. Oh, wow. I know that's exciting. In the Royal Navy, that's what's up. A Navy SEALs, I heard those were the toughest. I'm originally from Earth, Ruben. I like to say I'm from Earth first because the boundaries, I hate the boundaries that we've been collectively put in this box. But I'm born in Chicago, Illinois. I moved to LA in 2001. I started a family in LA, got married. Then I moved to Phoenix, just, I believe, south of LA. Yeah, southeast of LA, just southeast of LA. And I'm here in Phoenix. I came to Phoenix to take care of my mom. She's doing well now. She's doing amazing. And now I have a family and a life out here. And here I go, doing what I love, just talking to people, building connections with people around the world. I want to hear your story. But that's me, man. I've been into music, Ruben. Yeah. Hey, Ruben, enjoy yourself. Give your kids a big hug and put a smile on their face. Thank you, Ruben. We'll talk soon. And make sure you hit that sub if you're not subbed already, Ruben. I appreciate that. Have a good one, man. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let's talk about it. I'm here. I'm listening. Enough already. What these people talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. These people are not talking about nothing. Nothing that matters to you. Nothing that matters to me, but they flush it down our throats and consume us with their problems, consume us with their ways and how we want to run and control the world. Let's talk about it. What are your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let the world know. What matters to you? What matters to you? Let the world know. Give yourself a round of applause. Just for being an amazing human being. Give yourself a round of applause. Just for being an amazing human being. You deserve that. You deserve to get an applause sometime. What are your thoughts? Let's talk about it. You woke up today. How did you wake up feeling? Why did you wake up feeling the way you were feeling? Why? Why did you wake up feeling the way you were feeling this morning? Was it because of something you could have controlled? Was it something you allowed to consume your energy, your space? And it had affected the way you woke up this morning. Let's change those things. Let's change those things. What's your thoughts? What matters to you? What are some things that you're interested in? No matter where you're from, the highways, the byways. I just had a guy here, Ruben, from Wales, and I learned a little bit about Ruben. Yes, he's in England now, in the Royal Navy as a Navy SEAL. Much respect to Ruben and his family. Much respect to Ruben and his family, his kids. I hope they're blessed. I hope they're prosperous. I hope they make an impact in the world to make the world a better place today. How about that? To make the world a better place today. We need peace. We need a peace president. We need a peace president. We need some peaceful leaders today. We need peaceful leaders today. We need inspiring leaders today. Where are all our inspiring leaders? Where are they? Do we have any inspiring leaders today that's trying to change and move the world into a different place, a different environment, a different energy? What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. What's going on? What's going on in your world? How are you feeling out there? How are you feeling? What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what matters to you. So I was looking at something. I was looking at Barack Obama, right? I just said, let me go to the internet. Let me go to Wikipedia and let me just check Barack Obama. So I looked at Barack Obama's Wikipedia. Okay, I see his birthday. Yeah, January 20th, 2009. Elected into the office. Wow. That's when he took the office. Born in Hawaii. Born in Hawaii. Born to a daddy in Kenya. He was born, August 4th, 1961, age 64. Okay, that's how old he is now. And then I looked at Donald Trump. Okay. I'll say, what's the difference between them? Like, what's the difference between these people? He was elected into office as well. He assumed office January 20th, 2005. And then he also assumed office January 2017. So this is second time. And I'm looking, okay, both of them were presidents. Donald Trump was born June 14th, though. 1946, age 79. So they're different in age. Trump was born in New York. Barack was born in Hawaii. Okay, I can see a little difference there, but that don't make the person different. That don't make the person different. That don't make you or I different. Okay, we gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay, then I end up looking, okay, because Barack dad is from Kenya. So I said, I wonder what Trump dad was born. Okay, he was born in New York. I say, okay, let me see what Trump dad was born. Well, Trump's dad, his grandfather was born. And there goes Germany. There goes Germany. So they're like similar, Barack and Trump. They're similar, and both of them come from backgrounds other than here. So that they come, both Trump ancestry come from Germany and Barack's ancestry comes from Kenya. Okay, but they both pursued the office. What makes those two individuals different? What makes you and I different across this screen? What we were taught. What we were taught is the only thing that makes us different. What we were taught. That's it. If you take them same two kids and able to put them in the same place, no influence, no outside influence, what will make us humans different? Talk to me. What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let me know. I want to know. I'm here. Let's talk about it. Enough of the same old media propaganda, other people's story, other people's problems. What's some of your problems? What's some things that you're going through right now and you want to get yourself out this rut that you're in? Let's talk about it. What's on your mind? What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let's talk about it, y'all. But the only thing that makes Barack and Trump different is the cultures that they grew up in. That's it. That's the only thing make them different. Other than that, they are identical. Both of them are power pursuers. For whatever reason that these two individuals are power pursuers, somewhere down the line, they probably found the same interests. They probably both seeked interest in some of the same things. Making it better for their people, whoever they consider their people. Something inspired the both of them, Trump and Barack, to be a power pursuer. Some say Barack is a warmonger. Some say Barack is a warmonger. He have a lot of good characteristics about himself, but also he's a power chaser for a reason. Just like Trump. He's a power chaser, power pursuer for a reason. Something interests him along his journey to decide to pursue power and for whatever reasons, to make his people better, to make the world better. What do y'all think? What do y'all think will be a better president? A president that wanted to make his people better, or a president that wanted to make the world a better place? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let's talk about it. I'm here. What's your thoughts? No matter where you're from, no matter where you're at right now, what matters to you? What's important to you? What's important to you? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. It's okay. It's okay. Talk about it. Whether it's something that's emotional, something that's dear to you, talk about it. If I talk about some things that's dear to me, that would be being in a better place for myself, my kids, just putting myself in a better position so that I can put them in a better position. Those are some things that's dear to me. What's dear to me is seeing people, all people, in a better position. Seeing people happy, people doing more of what they love. People doing more of what they love. And doing it because that's what they love. That's dear to me. Seeing the world in a better place, not just for me, but for all people, for my kids, for your kids, your grandkids, my grandkids. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, people. Let the world know. Let the world know. Let the world know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let the world know. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? It's easy to go right here. And, I can go right here, literally. I can go right here. And right here. And we can listen and
thank you
talk
very much,
about
everybody.
these people
We're going to
business.
have just a quick session
Talk about
with Steve Moore. Everybody knows
power
Steve
pursuers
Moore with the
that's
Heritage
trying
Foundation,
to
highly respected.
influence and
One of the most
change the
highly
whole world.
respected economists and people that watch your money and know more about your money and your life than probably anybody I can think of. And I want to thank Steve for being here. I saw this today. They came out. What he puts out gets a lot of coverage, and I saw some of them.
Worry
and
about them. And I think
others.
that's a problem.
I'd like to ask Steve maybe to.
I think this is a big
discuss a
problem
few
that
of
we
these
face today
numbers that were just
in the
released.
world.
I mean, literally just released.
We're too worried about their problems. We're too worried about what President Trump and this economist, Stephen Moore, we can be so consumed by what their focus is, what's their next move. And we forget all about ourselves and what matters to us. Like, what truly matters to you? What truly matters to you? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let the world know what you're doing. What's your vision? What's some of the things you wonder about? What are some of the things that you wonder about? What are some of the visions you want to see come to pass? That's the important question. What are some of the things that you want to see come to pass? Not President Trump and this economist Stephen Moore, because we can turn this on. I can push play.
And then we're going over, and we're going to do Purple Heart.
And we can listen to
incredible, brave
their
people
visions
that I look forward to. So we're going to do that right after this. Steve, could you say a few words about the various charts?
Their path, their journey to pursue power.
Because I had some very good news from some new data.
That's what it's ultimately about.
Put together that no one has ever seen before. And I'll just very quickly go through
their journey.
I was telling the president that he did the right thing in calling for a new head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, because this shows that over the last 2 years of the Biden administration, the BLS overestimated job creation by 1.5 million jobs. That's Mr. President, that's a gigantic error. And I don't know if she's, I'm not
Might
making
not have been an error, that's the bad part.
Think about
If it was an error, it would be one thing. I don't think it's an error. I think they did it purposely.
Think about it.
Whether that, you may well be right, but even if it wasn't purposefully, it's incompetence.
Right.
Okay, so 1.5 million jobs overestimated. We have access to the some data that no one else does on what has happened month by month with median household income. This is based on unpublished Census Bureau data. It will be released sometime in the next 6 months, but we get an advanced look at it. And so I was telling the president in his first 5 months in office, starting in January through the end of June, the average median household income adjusted for inflation for the average family in America is already up $1,174. That's a huge
Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
Just so that's a giant game.
And if I would have said this, nobody would have
Turn
believed
the
it.
TV off.
There's your number.
Turn the TV.
Doing well.
So the next one
I'm turning
compares,
that TV off.
we finally have the 2024.
I'm turning their TV off. Their TV turned off right now. Let's talk about what matters to you. Let's talk about what matters to you. I click on the video and play a little bit of Donald Trump now, and my views spike up, and the people jump in here, and they be silenced because they saw Trump. They saw a little news that they figure matter more to them than their own thoughts, their own life, their own dreams. What's your reality? What's your focus? Let's talk about your path there. Right now, let's talk about your path there to get to your dream. How do you want to see the world today? The world that you live in, the space around you, the world, when I say the world that you live in, just the space around you. How do you want to see that world? Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let the world know. That's where you ultimately have to start at. You start at the world right around you, the things that's around you that matters. And then you vision how you want to see that space. Once you get that space in order, then you start moving to a bigger space. But let's get that space right. Just the space that we have right around us. Focus on that space. What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let the world know, y'all. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? You know, I was writing down some quotes for myself. And one of them I wrote was, Tori, if you gonna say something, I want you to feel good about what you said. if you gonna say something, just make sure you feel good about what it is you said. If we all thought like that, would we say different things? What's your thoughts? Things like that. Let's talk about it. Let the world know. If we all thought before we said something, and we only said things that will make us feel good about what we said, would we say things different? Would we say things different? Does it make you feel good to talk about Diddy coercing women into different things that they don't want to do? Or does that make you feel good to talk about that? Does it make you feel good to talk about Trump, your coworker? Is that what gets your rocks off? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let's talk about it. Yeah, that's one of my quotes that I wrote down for myself. I wrote that down for myself. If you say something, I want you to feel good about what it is you said. If I can pass that to the world, if it's one thing that I can pass to the world, that I feel that will change the world that we live in, that we see today, the world that we see today, if it's something that I can pass that world, I will pass it this. And they all have to take heed. They all have to do it. I would pass them that quote. If you say something, you have to feel good about what you say. If it don't make you feel good about what you say, don't say it at all. That'll do some change in the world. What do most people say about when it rains? What are one of the sayings that most people say about when it rains? What comes after that word? When it rains, what? What do you hear? What do you hear after the saying, when it rains? What's the next phrase? What's your next phrase? How about that? We talking about what's your thoughts, what matters to you. What's your next phrase after when it rains? Let's talk about it. Those that's tuned in right now, I appreciate you. I thank you very much. We had Ruben Powell in here. Ruben, that's a great guy. What's your thoughts? What's the next phrase you hear after you? What's your next phrase? What's your next phrase after when it rains? What's your next phrase? What's your next phrase? What do you hear more of? Let's talk about it. When it rains. My next phrase, I'll give you my next phrase. After when it rains, the sun comes out next. When it rains, the sun comes out. The sun always comes out after it rains. Huh? Some people, their saying is, when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it thunders. Yeah. Those are some of people's sayings. That's you made that your saying. You made that your reality. When it rains, it pours. So more likely, when it rains in your world, it's going to pour. More than likely, when it rains in your world, in the world that you're creating for yourself, when it rains, it's going to pour. When it rains, it's going to thunder. After my when it rains, the sun comes out next. The sun comes out next when it rains on me. That's what happens. That's what happens for me. What's yours? What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let's talk about it. It's okay. It's okay. What matters to you? Do you even know anymore? Do we even know what matters to us? Is what matters to us what matters more of what the media keeps in your face? Is that ultimately what matters to you these days? What's your thoughts? What matters to you these days? Do you even know? Think about it. If you have to give it some thought, what truly matters to you, that means you are caught up in the web as well. You're caught up in the web, the spider web. I ain't talking about the internet. The internet is a part of the reason that has you caught up, but you're caught up in the web as well. What's your thoughts? What matters to you? What matters to you? What are some of the things that you want to see different? Not just these power pursuers, these people that has somehow made their dreams, their journeys, their visions, your focus. Your focus. They made it your focus. And now what matters to them matters more to you. Think about it. But let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? What matters to you? Let the world know. Let's talk about it. I'm listening. People care. You heard me. People care. They care. But do you care enough to talk about it, to let the world know? To let the world know what's your thoughts. How are you feeling? How's your health? Are you checking on your health these days? These days, are you checking on your health? Are you checking on your loved ones? What matters to you? Do you have a bucket list? What are some of the things on your bucket list that you crossed out the year prior to this one? What are some of the things that you crossed out on your bucket list from the prior year? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Are you feeling disappointed with yourself? Are you feeling disappointed with yourself? Do you feel like you can do more? Do you feel like you can do more? Do you feel like you can do more? Are you giving it your all? Are you being a good example? Are you being a good example for those around you in your world? In your world. That's the first thing we fix. We fix our world. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? If you want to call in, that's the first thing you must do, jump. You have to jump. If you want to make any significant change in your life, the first thing you have to do is jump. And they may just be making a phone call. If you want to call in and just talk about what's your thoughts on whatever it may be, whatever it matters to you, your thoughts. The number is 480-382-9792. The lines are open. Call in. Talk about it. Your thoughts. What matters to you? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let the world know. Sometimes you just got to jump. Sometimes you have to take that leap of faith, that leap of belief that you have in yourself. That you have in yourself. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What matters to you? there's something you can do this weekend, what would it be? If it's something you can do this weekend that you're not able to do for whatever reason, what would it be? What will you be doing if you had it your way this weekend? Talk to me. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts. I want to know. Let the world know. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Sometimes people just need an ear to listen. Sometimes folks just need an ear to listen. And a voice to speak. A lot of us lost our voice. A lot of us lost our voice for whatever reason. A lot of us lost our voice, or we feel like we don't have a voice. I'm giving you a voice right here. I'm giving you a voice right here. You have a voice. Let the world know. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What matters to you? What matters to you? What's some of your dreams? What's some of your passions? What's some of your flaws? Talk about it. Talk about it. But don't call here. Don't call here talking about some garbage now, because I have to mute you, or I may have to hang up on you. Let's talk about it, though. I may have to mute you, or I may hang up on you, but let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? What matters to you? I don't want to hear no crazy stuff. I don't want to hear no crazy stuff. I don't want to hear nobody calling in, I want to see the world at war. I want to see this. I want to see some crazy stuff. I want to see two monkeys sleeping with each other. I don't want to hear nothing crazy. Let's talk about it, though. What's your thoughts? What matters to you? What's some of your wonders? I'm a wanderer. I'm a wanderer. I wonder a lot. I wonder a lot. What do you wonder about? Do you vision yourself in a better place or in a different place, a different location? What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. How do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? How do you see the space that you're in? How do you see that space? What do you see different? Is it anything you can change? Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Something telling you to call in, and something just have you in a place where you can't even move. Something's telling you to call in right now and just share your thoughts, or maybe it's some life-changing things, but something's up inside of you holding you back, you're shaking, scared to talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Don't be afraid. Open up, find someone to talk about it to. Talking is therapy, especially when you have a ear to listen. I'm giving you 1,000,000 ears right now to listen, but just come, call in, talk about it. Come. If you're enjoying the channel, if you like the content, if you like the content, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I care. I care about your thoughts. I care about what's on your mind. I care about things that you're passionate about. I find people's lives interesting. I find people's lives interesting. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Are you dealing with stress? Are you dealing with depression? Are you dealing with self-esteem issues? What's your thoughts? What you're dealing with? Talk about it. Release. Release. I'm listening. Let the world know. Let's talk about it. Do you have a great idea? Do you have a great idea? A great vision? Something that you have that you've been holding inside, that if you continue to hold it inside and you leave this place of living with what you've always thought, what good is it to the world? What good is it to the world? Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let the world know. Let's talk about it. Anybody in your lives that's dear to you, that's going through anything, that's struggling with life, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Put it out there. Let the world know. You never know. You never, ever know. You never know who's on the other end of this broadcast. You never know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm not talking about Donald Trump. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about what's going on in the politics. We're not talking about the propaganda that consumes most of our lives. We're not talking about that. Let's talk about what matters to you. What matters to you? What's your thoughts? Let the world know. What's your thoughts? I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Those that I want to say to people that's listening, do this for me. Do this for me if you're listening. If we can start thinking about or start thinking more about the next words that come out of our mouths, if we can place some thought on the next words that come out of our mouths, would they be different? Would they be different? Would your conversation be different? Huh? If you're not going to say something that you're proud that you said, why say it? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? These are just little things that will make the world a better place. It's starting with the world that's right there. Starting with the world that's right there. Right there. Your space. Just that world in your space. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm here. I'm here. Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Do I put this on? Do I put something like this on if I want to get y'all to start talking? Because this is what matters more to you now. This is what matters more to you. This matters more to you.
And so what I did was I compared the record in Donald Trump's first term with the Joe Biden first term. And you can see that, by the way, these dotted lines here, Mr. President, that's COVID. So if it had not been for COVID, these numbers would have been substantially better. But even taking account President Trump's last year in 2020, we saw a $6,400 real after inflation gain in income for the average family. And that compares with Joe Biden, which was a measly $551. So, Mr. President, you gain
You
10
know, it's
times
funny,
more
like I
income for the
said,
average family
how we
than
can
Joe Biden
allow
because of your policies.
And that's taken into consideration COVID,
Yep.
which
allow what
a lot of
matters
times,
to Trump and Steph and more. How we can allow what matters more to them become our thoughts, our problems, our focus. Now that's what we're talking about more of. We're talking more about what matters to Trump, what matters to Biden, more than what matters to ourselves. More than what matters to ourselves. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? What matters to you? Let the world know. What's some things you want to get accomplished? What's some things you're pushing for in your life? What, you think your dream's too big? You think your dream's too big? You think your dream's too big? Let me tell you about a little boy who had big dreams. You looking at him. You looking at him. You're looking at once was a little boy that had big dreams. You're looking at once was a little boy inside of him that had fear of speaking, fear of talking to the world. Now he sits in front of you, unapologetically, speaking to the world, unafraid, no fear, starting out small, unafraid, speaking to the world. And I only want to know what's your thoughts, what matters to you. I want to be an ear. I want to be that ear. I want to listen. I want to listen to your thoughts. I want to listen to what matters to you. What are some of your wonders? What are some of your wonders? What's your belief system? What have you been taught to believe? How about that? Let's say it that way. What have you been taught to believe? What have you been taught to believe about me? What propaganda influences your thoughts, your way of life? Let's recognize these things, people. Let's recognize these things. Let's talk about it. Because I feel that recognizing these things that control your thoughts, that control your influence, that make you believe in your belief system, those things is what ultimately you need to grab a hold of. You need to grab a hold of that. When you grab a hold of that, that's when you can start making a change in your life, making things in your life to what you once dreamed of when you were that little boy. When you were that little boy, that little girl that dreamed. Now, it all seems that this is what you know. This is what you know. Because that's what they're flushing down your memory. They're flushing that down your memory. But it's up to you nowadays. We ain't going to make excuses. We're not going to make excuses. You understand? We're not going to make no excuses and say, that's every time you turn on something, this is what I see. This is what I see. No, it's not. It's what you see because it's what you're looking for. It's what you see because what you're looking for. It's 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 what you're looking for. So check this out.
10. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, IQ 225. 9. Christopher
Check this
Hirata.
out. I just want to show you. Nowadays, the world we live in, the more of what you search for, it's going to be the more of what they give you. I'm going to say that again. The more of what you search for is the more of what they give you. So you can't say every time I turn on this, I turn on that, this is all I see. That's why what matters to them is what matters to me, because this is what the mass media is giving me. All you have to do is search up what you want to see. I just searched up the smartest human in the world, because it's just something that I wonder. It's something that I wonder. I wonder who's the smartest human in the world. So this is what I searched up, and this is what I found. Change your thoughts. Change. You have to get from in that web. Get out of that web that you're stuck in. You're stuck in their glue. You're stuck in their glue, and they have you glued to their propaganda. You have to get yourself out of that glue and create a different world. Create a different world. I just searched this.
IQ 225. 8. Marilyn Vos Savant, IQ 228. 7. Terrence Tao, IQ 230. 6. William James Sidis, IQ 250 plus. 5. Carl Gauss, IQ 250 plus. 4. Anand Celeste Cawley, IQ 263. 3. Marnin Lebo Kozer, IQ 268. 2. Michael Kearney, IQ 325. 1. Adragon DeMello, IQ 400.
Oh, wow. I find that interesting. I find that interesting. Wow. Wow.
IQ 400.
400 IQ. Way ahead of everyone else's. I wonder if there are smarter people than him. But I find that interesting. You can search things that matters to you, that only matters to you. And that way you change up what's going down your timeline. Change up what's going down your timeline so you don't become consumed with other people's thoughts and other people's journeys. Because if you become so consumed in other people's journeys, other people's path, it's going to be your focus, and you're going to forget. You're going to forget what matters to you. You're going to forget what mattered to that little boy, that little girl that used to dream. You're going to forget that. So let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? What matters to you? What matters to you? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. What's some of your dreams that you had? I know you used to dream. I know you used to dream. What are some of your dreams? What you always wanted to be? You feel it's too late. I want to tell you it's never too late. I want to tell you that it's never too late. It's never too late to dream. It's never too late to pursue your dream. You have some people who didn't reach their dream. The Colonel from Kentucky Fried Chicken, if I'm not mistaken, was 78 years old. Was 78 years old before what he always dreamed about became a reality. So it's never too late. It's never too late. Start focusing more on what matters to you. Listen to me. Focus on what matters to you. What's your thoughts? What's your dreams? What's some of your visions? What's some of your visions? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What are some things that you don't like? What are some things that you don't like that's going on in your life right now? Some things that has became your reality and you don't like it. What are some things? Let's talk about it. Let the world know I'm here. Some things that you don't like that's going on in your life that has became your reality. Can you fix it? Have you started trying to fix it? If you're not doing nothing about it, whose fault is that? Why is it still? That's the reason why it's still going on in your life. That's the reason why it's still going on in your life. Whatever you don't like, have you tried to fix it? Can you fix it? Are you doing anything to contribute to fixing it? If not, that's why it's still prevalent in your life. That's why it's still going on in your life. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let the world know. I'm listening. Don't be afraid. Sometimes you just have to jump. You just have to jump. But don't call here talking about nothing crazy. You know what's crazy. You know what's crazy. Let's not talk about nothing crazy. If you do, I'll have to mute you, or I might just have to hang up on you. Well, let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's going on? No matter where you're from, what's going on? What you got planned this weekend? If you could do anything in the world that you want to do this weekend, what would it be? Who would you spend time with? If you could spend time with anyone in the world that you want to spend time with this weekend, who would it be? Who would it be? Let's talk about it. I'm here, I'm listening. Let the world know. What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let the world know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, people. Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let the world know. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? I'm going to say this again. Okay? Do you even know what really matters to you? Do you even know what you're passionate about right now, these days? Are you passionate about what Trump passionate about? Are you passionate about the propaganda that's going on in today's society? More than what matters to you. Let's talk about it. What are your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Has the propaganda consumed you? Hell of a question. Has the propaganda consumed you? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Has the propaganda consumed you? Do you know what you're passionate about? Do you know what you're passionate about? What matters to you? What matters to you? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. What's your thoughts? What you feel that'll make you happier? What can take place in your life right now? What can take place in your life right now that can make you happier? Let's talk about it. What makes you different? What makes you different? What makes you different from me besides gender? What makes you different from me besides gender? Besides the obvious. Besides the obvious, birthdays, born in different, that's part of what I'm talking about. You can be born in a different place, and that can definitely make you different as a human. As a human, what makes you different? What makes you different from the next? Is it what we were taught? Is it what we ultimately constantly kept consuming? Is it the way we consumed or what we have consumed over and over and over and over? Is that what makes us different? Is it what makes us different? You know, I think when I say what makes us different, I think of the wildlife. And I wonder if a lion grew up in the wild and the baby cub, the baby lion, I know it's not called a cub, maybe called a cub, I'm not sure, but the baby lion watched the wild, watched how mom and dad hunted, watched how the other lions come and try to control this area and get these lioness where he can have total control over all the lioness to mate with them. A baby lion watched this growing up. I wonder, does a lion exist that watched all this growing up and said, I want to change the way all of this takes place. I want to change the way. I don't want to hunt like that. I don't want to hunt for my food. Do such thing even exist? Can a baby lion grow up in the wild and just think to themselves, I want to change the way all of this takes place. I don't want to have a feud with hyenas anymore. I want to change that. I want to make it to where lions and hyenas get along with each other. Do people think like that? Can the lions think like that? Because I wonder if you took two human beings born from two different backgrounds and you put them in the same place, you put them on a land where there were no boundaries. You put them in a field where no boundaries. Nothing told them that they can't. They can't do this. They can't do that. That this is better or this is better. And you just put them in the same place. How limitless will they be? Will they think alike? Will they think that they're different just because their color is different? What would that be like? So that's what ultimately makes you and I different. That's what makes you and I different, is what we were taught. What we were taught. But there's something that's deep inside of all of us. Deep inside of all of us as humans. As a human species, There's something inside of us that we just know. That we just know. No one has to tell us if it's right or wrong. No one has to tell us if it's true or false. There's something inside of us that we just know. If you take away all the influence, all of the cultural teachings, there's something inside of every human that we just know. It don't have to be taught. We just know. What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Do you even know your thoughts? Do you even know what matters to you these days? What matters to you? Is it the propaganda? Is it the propaganda that the media flush down your membrane and you become consumed? You get stuck in the glue. You get stuck in the glue. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Do you even think anymore? Or do you just think about what they're giving you to think about? What you see? What do you see on the inside? What do you see on the inside? Do you? Do you dream? Do you vision? Do you? What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let the world know. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Do you even dream anymore? What matters to you? On the other side of this broadcast, what matters to you? How do you see the world? How do you see your world? How do you see your world? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. I'm listening. I'm listening. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Talk to me. Sometimes you just need an ear. Sometimes you just need an ear. You need somebody that cares. Talk to me. What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Any of your loved ones that need prayer, any of your loved ones that needs prayer, needs a blessing, talk about it. You never know who's on the other side of this broadcast listening. Let's talk about it. What's your dreams? What's your passion? What's your focus? Has Donald Trump focus became your focus? Has Fox News, has their focus became your focus? Has CNN, has their focus became your focus? Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? What matters to you? What matters to you? Let's talk about it. I'm here. I'm here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? What's your focus? What matters to you? What matters to you? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What matters to you? What matters to you? What's your thoughts? What's your focus? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I ask a question. I ask a question. I ask a question. Has Donald Trump, has Fox News, has CNN, has they propaganda consumed you? Is that all you find yourself talking about? Is that what matters to you? Is that what places fear in you? Is that what places fear in you? Has that consumed you? Turn the TV off. Search up a new topic. And then search up another new topic. Something that matters to you. Think about that little girl, that little boy that rests inside of you. Listen to me. Think about that little boy, that little girl that rests inside of you. What was his thoughts? What was his dream? What was her vision? What was her thoughts? How did she see herself impacting the world? How did he see himself? That little boy, that little girl inside of you. How did they see themselves affecting the world, changing the world, making an impact? How? How did they see themselves? How did they see themselves? How did they see themselves? Do you even remember anymore? Do you remember that little girl, that little boy inside of you? Do you remember that? Do you? Do you remember that little boy, that little girl that once was inside of you? Have you forgotten that little boy, that little girl dreams? What they saw the world to be. But we are so caught up, we're so consumed on Fox, CNN, the wrong searches coming down our timeline because we've got stuck in a glue. So we've made our timeline look like the propaganda. We've made our timeline look like the propaganda that we see in the world today. Now that's your focus. That's what matters to you. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. Search up a new topic. What matters to you? What matters to you? What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let the world know. Let the world know what's your thoughts. What ultimately matters to you? Do you even know? Do you even remember? Do you remember your thoughts? Do you remember your visions? Do you? What's your thoughts? What matters to you? What matters to you? That's what ultimately matters. What matters to you? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What's your vision? What matters to you? What matters to you? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let the world know. Let the world know. What's your thoughts? What matters to you? What's your thoughts? What matters to you? What matters to you? Let the world know. What's your vision? Do you even dream anymore? Do you even dream anymore? Has Donald Trump's vision became your vision? Let's talk about it. Has Obama's, has their dream, their vision became your vision? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let the world know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's some of the childhood stories from your past? What's some of the childhood stories from your past that has impacted your life? What are some of the childhood stories from your past, from your family, that has impacted your life? And does it still affect your life? Does it still affect your life? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Has Fox News, has CNN News, has that propaganda became your focus, your reality? What matters to you? That's the question. What matters to you? What's your thoughts? What's your focus? Let's talk about it. Let the world know what's bothering you. What's bothering you? What's some of your dreams? What's some of your visions? What's your passion? What's your passion? What's your focus? How do you want to see the world? How do you want to see your world? That little space that sits right in your circle. How do you want to see that world? How can you change that world? How can you make that world more of what you want? That little space first. How can you make that world become more of what you want? How? Let's talk about it. Sometimes that's all we need to do is talk. Sometimes that's all we need to do is open up. And the more you talk about it, the more you can just walk yourself through it. Walk yourself through that little gate just by opening up some dialogue. You never know who's on the other side of this broadcast. Let's talk about it. Let the world know. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Let's let the world know. Let's talk about it. But I tell you, don't get on here talking crazy, because I may have to mute you or I may just hang up on you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let the world know. Do you even dream anymore? Do you even know what matters to you? Do you even know what matters to you? Let's dig inside. Let's dig inside. Let's find ourselves. Let's find ourselves. Let's find what matters to us. Let's turn a TV off. Turn a TV off. And let's find out what matters to us. It's not about Donald Trump. It's not about that. It's not about the propaganda. It's not about his tariff. It's not about that. Let's worry about what matters to you. What's some of your visions? How do you see the world? Let's put that out there. Maybe you see the world a better place. Let's talk about it. Let's put it out there. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, those that tuned in. I want to thank Reuben Powell, by way of Wales. Family grew up in a mining business. Reuben later moved to England, where he's now in the Royal Navy as a Navy SEALs. Let's give it up for Reuben, y'all. Let's give it up for Reuben. If you want to call in and talk about what matters to you, your life, what impacted your life, how did you become this person that you are today? Don't hesitate to call in and talk about it. Sometimes that's all we need is an ear to listen. I'm trying to give you 1,000,000 ears to listen. Let's talk about it. You have my ear. Let's talk about it. What matters to you? Let the world know. Let the world know. Let's talk about it. We're going to thank Reuben. Until next time, when you see me, just know that I'm listening. Know that we're listening. You have my ear. What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let's talk about it. You have my ear. You have the world ear. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about those dreams, those visions that the little boy, that little girl once had. How did you see the world to be? What did you vision the world to be? As that little boy, as that little girl. Let's talk about it. Do that even matter to you? Or does the way Trump, the way Obama, the way these power pursuers, does it matter more to you the way they see the world to be? Is that what you're finding that matters more to you today? Is how they see the world to be. How Fox, CNN told you the world is. What matters to you? Let's talk about it. What good is it going to do being buried alive? What good is it going to do being buried alive? You're here right now today. You woke up today for a purpose. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Somebody's listening. I'm listening. Somebody's listening. I'm listening. What's your thoughts? All you have to do is jump. Don't be afraid. You can call in if you like. If you like, you can call in. That's 480-382-9792. That's 480-382-9792. What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let the world know we're listening. I'm getting ready to get up out of here in the next 5 minutes. I'm going to get up out of here and go prepare a beautiful lunch, a lunch for my son. I'm going to prepare a nice lunch for my son. And then I think I'm going to take him to virtual reality and the virtual reality escape room. I think I'm going to do that with my son today. What are you going to do today? If you can do anything in this world, no limits, what would it be this weekend? What will you do? Let's talk about it. Let's stop covering up what we believe or what we think or how we see the world. It matters. Let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it. Stop covering up how you see the world to be. What once was your vision. What once was your passion. Let's talk about it. Stop covering that up. Stop allowing that to be covered and consumed by the propaganda, Donald Trump's vision, Biden's vision, Obama's vision. We allow all of these folks' visions to become our reality, our problem, our focus. Let's talk about it. What matters to you? What matters to you? What matters to you? How do you see the world? What's your vision? What's your vision? What's your vision? What impacted your life the most growing up as a child? Let's talk about it. What impacted your life the most? Let's talk about it. What influenced your life the most growing up as a young man or as a young lady? What influenced your life the most? Let's talk about it. It matters. It matters. Stop being afraid. Let's talk about it. Stop allowing your dreams to grow old with you when it can be watering a culture of people. Your dreams can be watering a culture of people. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let the world know. Let the world know. What's your thoughts? How you feeling these days? How's your health? How's your parents? How is those that you love? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's that little boy inside of you. It's that little girl inside of you. Are they dreaming still? What matters to them, does it still matter? Does it still matter? If it was one thing you can do to make the world a better place, what would it be? If it was one thing you can do, I'm going to make it a little more simple. If it was one thing you can do to make your world different, what will it be? What will it be? Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let the world know. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? We gonna turn their TV off? That's my question. Are we gonna turn their TV off? Are we gonna stop allowing their propaganda to become our reality, our focus? Some of us, we find ourselves laser focused. Some of us, we find ourselves laser focused on other people, power pursuers, on their dreams, their journeys, their paths, on how they see the world, how they want to dictate to the world. That becomes our laser focused. Turn their TV off. Turn their TV off. Let's dig up inside of that little boy, that little girl. Let's dig inside and pull out our dreams, our focus, our passions. And let's impact the world in a different place, in a different way, in a different space, in a different space. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? 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 I see you over there on Facebook. I see you over there on Facebook, Joe Ski. I want to say blessings to you. Blessings. I see you over there on Facebook. I see you over there on Facebook, Joe Ski. Blessings. Blessings, my brother, blessings. Joe Ski says health. Joe Ski says health. Joe Ski says health is the biggest thing to him right now. He says health. It's blessings to Joe Ski. What are some other things that you're grateful for? What are some other things that you're grateful for? What are some other things you have to be happy about? Huh? What are some things you have to be happy about that you want to tell somebody about? Besides what's going on in the media. Besides what's going on in the media, what are some things you want to tell somebody about? Besides somebody else's business, besides somebody else's journey, somebody else's vision, besides one of the power pursuers, what are some things, or what is one thing that you would like to tell somebody about that's happening in your life, or that has happened in your life? Do you even know? Are you too afraid to tell somebody? Are you? Are you? Are you too afraid to tell somebody your thoughts, what you feel, how you feel, what makes you happy? What makes you happy? Are you afraid? Are you? You're afraid to express what makes you happy? If you could see this world in any way, any space, any shape you want, what will that look like? What will that look like? What's your thoughts? Let the world know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's your thoughts? How would that world look? How would that space look? Even if it was just your world, that little circle, that little space that you take up, how would that world look if you can change that right there? How would it look? How would it look? How would that world look? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Y'all be blessed. Y'all don't be none less. Love yourselves. Listen to that little still voice on the inside of you. Dream again. Try to remember those dreams from that little boy or that little girl. dream again. Once you do, let the world know. Come over here and let's talk about it. If you're new to the channel, I ask that you subscribe, please. Tell me who you are so I can let people know who you are. So I can let people know who you are. So I can send some people to your channel so we can talk. I like to know the names of my guests, the names of my audience. I want to know. I want to know. I'm concerned. Who are you? What's your name? How was it growing up where you grew up? No matter where you're from, no matter what end of the world you're on, no matter what end of the world you're on, what's your name? Let's talk about it. How did you grow up? How was your culture? Let's talk about it. Let the world know. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let's talk about it. I appreciate you guys for jumping in here. I appreciate you guys for jumping in here. I want to say y'all stay blessed. Be the best version of yourself. Don't say nothing if you're not going to be happy with what you said. If you're not going to be happy with what you said, shut the hell up. If you're not going to be happy with what you say, shut the hell up. Don't say it. Think more of the next word that come out your mouth. Think more of the next words that come out your mouth. Maybe you'll start saying more nicer things. Maybe those things can change the world. Maybe those little two things can impact the world in a different way. One more thing before I get out of here. One more thing before I get out of here. What's your next quote after whenever it rains? What's your next quote? What's your next phrase after whenever it rains? What's your next phrase? Not what you hear, what's yours. Not what you hear, what's yours. Before I get out of here, I'm going to tell you what's mine. Whenever it rains, the sun comes out next. That's mine. Whenever it rains, the sun comes out next. What's yours? I'm going to leave you with that to think about. What's yours? Y'all be blessed. I'll talk to you later. I'll be here to give you an ear.